From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
I'm listening to Wild Cherry play that funky music in my headphones. So I felt compelled to come back to the shotgun versus shotgun comparison, the Earthworks Ethos versus the Sennheiser 416. So you're listening to the Ethos right now. And let me switch over. And here we are on the 416. So let me just show you the EQ. Jeff wanted to see the EQ I had on both these. So this is the EQ I have on the 416. That da 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 da. All right. And here is the Ethos, and here's the EQ I have on the Ethos. Da 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 da. All right, you get the point. So the difference between these two, right, is you can definitely hear a difference between them. And I think one of the things that you really hear foremost with the 416 over the Ethos is that the 416 has this signature kind of fizz on the top. Now, here I am back on the 416. You can hear it, right? Now, in comparison, it's kind of a weird harmonic, like it's really kind of, it's distortion, okay? Let's not mince words. It's distortion. But it works really great for voiceover. It helps you cut, right? So it's that kind of signature fizz on the top of the 416. And you don't get that on the Ethos. What you get on the Ethos is a lot more natural sounding. But if you want to get that fizz on top, all you have to do, I noticed that when you put Oxford Inflator in, right here, let me turn it on. All right, so this is with Oxford Inflator in, right? You hear that? Now you're getting that bite on there. How cool is that? All right, and this is the 416, obviously with no inflator on it. If I put the inflator on it, you hear that. And it's way too much. I mean, I can see where you might be able to use this, like on something, like if you were doing a promo for, some like death metal band that has to go over like a death metal music bed, maybe you need this much extra saturation to cut through it. So this weekend only, Cannibal Corpse. But here we are, Ethos back on the Ethos. So again, without the Oxford Inflator, and then now with. So I feel like you're getting really that bite that you would want. You could cut the this weekend only, Cannibal Corpse. So the Ethos, what I really like about the Ethos, let me take the inflator out. So what I really like about this comparison is that it's showing me the Ethos, it's really crazy how versatile the Ethos is. I feel like for the 416, right, there's definitely a sound here, but not necessarily a sound that I'm really 100% happy with. Because you also hear, like, even though this is transformerless, they're both transformerless microphones. This is the international symbol for transformerless. So even though they're transformerless microphones, you still hear something, especially with the 416, when you're right on top of it. Because the 416 wasn't designed to be right on top of it. And it was also designed, I found out, in the 70s. In the 70s, it was improved from the T-powered version to phantom power, I believe, like right around 1980 or so. But this is a design that goes back to the era of tape. This is a 50-year-old design. Maybe not 50 quite yet, but it's pretty close. So it's 5 decades of this. Yeah, this was designed a long time ago. All right. So hold on. Oops. What'd I do? Oh no. Okay, hold on. Press the wrong button. All right. So hold on. What's going on here? All right. Now we're back in business. That's what happens when I press my buttons blind. So the Earthworks Ethos, what I really like about this microphone is how malleable it is. I mean, you can really carve out a great sound for it. And crazily enough, the one sound that I picked out for it to use for commercials that I've used on about, 70 Allstate tags by now and a couple of commercials and some narrations, is that this one setting seems to work for everything. I'm going to have to do like maybe an audiobook read in a future video to see how this fares on audiobooks. But, I've done character voice stuff on it, and it's really nice. I mean, like, for example,
yeah, this weekend, try Rainbow Rush on Crayola Create and Play.
I mean, come on. It delivers, right? And you can't really do character stuff on a 416.
Yeah, Rainbow Rush, Crayola, create and play.
I mean, it just sounds way too saturated, it doesn't sound right. You can't scream into this microphone. It's not meant to be screamed into. It just breaks up too much. It sounds too dirty. But here, the Earthworks Ethos, is this crazy to think that I could use the Ethos on everything? So, but here, I wanted to leave you with one last thing, right? So again, here is the Earthworks Ethos. Here's the Ethos with the Oxford inflator on it. Here's the 416 without the inflator on it. And here is the Soyuz 017 FET. And we love the 017 FET around here. So the 017 FET is going through the Neve 88RS. Here are the EQ settings. Okay. And here's the Earthworks Ethos. Now, you can hear the difference between them. And what I really like about the Ethos is that you can really be so subtle with it. I mean, you could really get down here, and again, it's like I'm barely talking at a whisper, and it feels really detailed still, right? So I can get down here and I can get up here. Like all at once, I can be like, everything you want, everything you need, it's right here. The Earthworks Ethos. I mean, this thing is great. It's great on commercials. So, hey, if you're looking for the kind of deal that makes your spouse happy, your friends jealous, and your wallet saying, come on down to Cat Milk Emporium. We have cat milk by the gallon, by the quart, or even by the squirt if you're not really that thirsty. So yeah, I mean, this microphone delivers. I am in awe. So again, shotgun, right? Shotgun or shotgun? What do you prefer? There's really no wrong answer here, okay? Whatever you prefer, whatever you think works best, I mean, go for it. But I have to tell you that I think that I may be replacing the 416 in the booth with the Ethos. I want to know what you think. All right, leave a comment. And also, this will probably be the last video before Christmas. So, hey, Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just enjoy the fact that everybody's in a little bit of a better mood for just a tiny little bit of time. All right. I want to know what you're thinking. Leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.